Please welcome from way down under, YouTube's hottest late night host, Lou! Late night with Lou!
Clink, clink, clink. As Liz Taylor used to say. That was from Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Lovely film. Where were we? Last episode. Yes, of course. Angelic being, before demonia called. I was quoting from the Catholic Encyclopedia. Well, I've got something here perhaps even a little more authoritative, just as a means that we're still getting to know each other, right? I'm introducing myself to you. This is a book you are probably familiar with. Paragraphs 328 to, whenever I stop reading. The existence of the spiritual non-corporal beings that sacred scripture usually calls angels is a truth of the faith. The witness of scripture is as clear as the unanimity of tradition. St. Augustine said, can hardly get that name out. St. Augustine says, angel is the name of their office, not their nature. And right he is. If you seek the name of their nature, it is spirit. If you seek the name of their office, it is angel. And what they are, spirit, is distinct from what they do, angel. Quite right, Augie. With their whole beings, the angels are servants and messengers of God. Well, some of them are. Because they always behold the face of my Father who is in heaven. That's Jesus from one of those gospel writers. I'm not sure which, and I'm not going to bother to look it up. They are the mighty ones who do his word, hearkening to the voice of his word. As purely spiritual creatures, angels have intelligence and will. They are personal and immortal creatures, surpassing in perfection all visible creatures, as the splendor of their glory bears witness. Christ is the center of the angelic world. Well, he is for some of them. They are his angels when the Son of Man comes in his glory, again quoting some gospel writer, and all the angels with him. They belong to him because they were created through and for him. For in him all things were created, yes, please don't remind me, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or authorities or even the seraphim. All things were created through him and for him. They belong to him still more because he has made them messengers of his saving plan. Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to serve for the sake of those who are to obtain salvation? That's your precious St. Paul. Angels have been present since creation, yes, and throughout the history of salvation, announcing this salvation from afar or near, and serving the accomplishment of the divine plan. They closed the earthly paradise, protected Lot, saved Hagar and her child, stayed Abraham's hand, communicated the law by their ministry, led the people of God, announced births and callings, and assisted the prophets, just to cite a few examples. Funny. Demonia in Gloria and I did none of those things. Finally, the angel Gabriel, dear Gabriel, the angel Gabriel announced the birth of the precursor of that Jesus himself. You know, that's really quite enough on this subject. Gabriel simply makes me sick. I need some medicine. One moment. There are certain advantages to material existence. Oh, what am I doing? Reading more? No, I don't think so. Another time. Let me tell you a little more about what it is to be my kind. Oh, Demonia, one moment, please. Yes, darling, what's down in Nice? Perfect. Perfect. Splendid. Absolutely fabulous. The sale's about to go through. So you convinced our little businessman that $40 million a year was nothing to sneeze at. He'll be renting the yacht out, keep it for himself and the family, and the cronies for 12 weeks a year, and he's about to throw away $200 million. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. You are my little fallen angel, Demonia. What do you mean there's a wrinkle? Well, I don't understand. I thought you said I thought you said the papers are drawn up. Well, his wife, Luz Evangelia. I don't understand. I thought she was in California. I thought you told me he was alone in Nice. He is alone in Nice. So what has Luz got to do? Of course they've been texting each other. So, well, has he mentioned the size of the boat and the price? She's in California. What's she going to do to... okay, she's not in California. Well, she is in California, but she's at SFO, First Class Lounge with Air France, awaiting the next flight to Paris. Wait a second. Air France, first class? Why isn't she on the Learjet? Well, of course I understand that Rupert's got the Learjet there with him in Nice, but why didn't he send it home for Luz Evangelia to take from San Francisco? Why is she flying grubby first class with Air France? Got it. He doesn't know she's coming. And we know who is coming in Luz Evangelia. Yes, I know her rags to riches, heartwarming story. Born in the shadow of poverty on the outskirts of Mexico City, she and her 8 siblings, brought to the United States by her sharecropper or migrant worker or fruit picker father and mother, whatever they were, and brought up in the camps until somewhere down near Salinas, her father got lucky, got noticed by a rancher who said, "I want you to be my foreman." And suddenly the family was stable and, in a working class sort of way, prosperous. And suddenly the family was able to think about new things to do with themselves, such as go to college. And of course, little Luz Evangelia went to Berkeley, where she majored in social work. What else? And where she met a certain engineer business administration major named Rupert. And so became Mrs. Kildare 3 weeks after Rupert's graduation. He 22, she 19. And now 30 years later, 3 grown children, disgustingly lovely human beings, each of them. Here she is living in a mansion in Atherton with 5 cars in the garage, a 59-foot boat on San Francisco Bay, and hearing that her husband, who is contemplating retirement, is also contemplating blowing, and I do mean blowing, beautifully, $200 million on a 205-foot yacht that they do not need. Of course she objects to it! How much time have we got? She's at SFO, and he doesn't know she's coming. How much time have we got? Right, of course. An international money transfer. Even with billionaires, I suppose money can't just be snapped into existence like that. Well, how much time? A day? 2? When does she arrive in Paris? Oh, all right. I didn't know planes could fly that fast. When does she arrive in Nice? This is not good. No, I agree with you, Demonia. We've got more than a wrinkle, my dear. We have a problem. All right. Listen. Let me think about this. I'm thinking. I've got an idea. I need a little more time to think about it. I'll call you back. Is that good? All right. Trust me on this. I think I've got the answer. All right. Yes, of course, darling. Smooches to you too. Mortals work from sun to sun. A demon's work is never done. I should light this thing. I'm going to have to run. I'm due at the presidential palace in Moscow. Cocktails with some friends of mine in the Russian government. We'll see you next time, all right? Take bad care, and remember, Uncle Lou is watching you.